showcasing local talent, professionals, and everyday people making Salt Lake City what it is today. It's time for another episode of the I Am Salt Lake podcast.
All right, let's welcome everybody out today to episode 229 of I Am Salt Lake podcast. My name's Chris Hollifield.
And I'm Krissie Shelley.
We got a great episode today to share. It's a little bit different. These are 3 conversations that I did at the Make It Louder Festival. It actually happened a few weeks ago, May 14th, right here in Salt Lake City at the Gallivan Center. The conversations that I'm going to be playing were all recorded right there. We're going to have a conversation with Lamb from 94.9. He's a radio host over there. And Jase from Jase Longboards, as well as Derek from Olio. He returns to the podcast in this episode. He had a booth there. So I figured it was only right for him to sit down and catch up and kind of share what Olio has been up to.
They've been up to some cool stuff.
Yeah, they have. And you were at the festival.
I was. It was really fun.
And I know we kind of talked about it. I don't really want to get too much into the Make It Louder Festival. I think we talked about it on a previous episode.
Yeah.
You were there kind of hustling these interviews up for me.
I was running around getting in people's faces.
Well, what happened is, so these conversations were recorded in a kind of a green room or VIP room that Michael, who put the festival on, he had for us, and it was really cool. All the booze was for us VIPers, and there was
free.
There was free booze and free food. And so I pulled these individuals over to kind of do some little conversations with them. We're going to be playing that here in just a minute. I do, of course, want to give some love to Olio. OlioSkinandBeard.com is the website where you can go and get beard oil, skin oil. They have a beard wash.
Yeah, they have skin exfoliant and face wash. Tons of stuff. Make your beard clean and your skin soft, like I say. OlioSkin.com. Use the promo code IAMSaltLake. This is going to give you 25% off at checkout. But like we talk about, like I chat with Derek in this conversation, we're going to be playing with him. They're doing all the markets here in the Salt Lake City, Utah area, from Park City on Sundays to the downtown farmers market. Go check them out. Go up to the booth. Just tell them you're an I Am Salt Lake listener. Thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And if you're using the products already, go tell them what products you love. Yeah. And if you're not, try out the products.
Yeah, give them some love. Because, another thing I want to mention here is our GoFundMe that we're doing for the podcast. We're in dire need of some new equipment, upgrading. We're constantly dumping our own money into the podcast. And Olio actually gave a nice donation.
Yeah, they came up with a really cool idea that they would donate $1 for every sale during the GoFundMe campaign.
Yeah, it was from a specific Saturday at the downtown farmers market. And so that was really cool of them. So give Olio some extra love for doing that. Again, their website, olioskin.com. And feel free to use the promo code IAMSaltLake at checkout. We'll get more into that GoFundMe after the episode, after these 3 conversations. But if you want to check it out, just go to IAMSaltLake.com/GoFundMe, and that'll tell you more about that. Anything else? Oh, you know what? I also want to mention another festival just wrapped up here in Salt Lake City, the Crucial Fest. Yeah. Crucial Fest 6. I got to go to a couple of recent reunion shows.
Yeah.
I know you weren't able to make it, Krissie. You were busy watching your kids. You were being a good mom.
I play mom sometimes.
But I was like, I have to go see Form of Rocket and the New Transit Direction. Both of them were recently on episodes of I Am Salt Lake. Phenomenal shows, folks. I mean, if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. Form of Rocket played Friday. The New Transit Direction played Saturday. And I mean, this took me back quite a few years.
Yeah, it was fun seeing how excited you got for them because you're like, these guys were great. I loved them back in the day. Get to go see him again.
And I went and I was like, I still love him.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy because, I've grown a lot. I've changed as an individual, and especially form of rock. It isn't typically the type of music I still listen to, but going and seeing them and the energy and the memories that they brought back was phenomenal. I mean, they as I feel silly saying this, but they slayed it,
Yeah.
But so if you were there, if you were at the shows, you know what I was talking about. Many thanks to Jaron Bischoff and his wife Tiffany for putting on this amazing festival here in Salt Lake City, Crucial Fest. I've chatted with them. I've chatted about the festival here on the podcast. So, and thanks to Form of Rocket and the New Transit Direction for putting on amazing shows. That's going to do it. Let's jump into the conversations now. That I had with Jase from Jaseboards, Lamb with 94.9, and Derek from Olio. We're going to play those conversations, and then Krissie and myself will come back and chat with you some more. So here you are, folks. For the sake of the recording, let's start off with your name.
What's up? It's your boy Lamb, 94.9 The Vibe, in the house where I am Salt Lake.
I love it, man. What I love about this, you came over here to me and you're like, I want to chat with you for a minute.
Right, I know about you. You're the man, bro. You've been doing it for a long time.
I have.
Name's out there.
I appreciate that, man. 4 years this summer, I've been doing this podcast, chatting with people here in Salt Lake. So you're on the radio. I mean, 94.9. Yes. Like, how long have you been doing that for?
So let's see, 94.9's been around for approximately 5 months. Before that, I was over at the competitor, which is now my enemy. No, just kidding, which is U92. There are a lot of those that are my homies over there. Shout out to Jarvis, Juggy, the sales rep, Joseway, Jake Stone, all the guys over there. They're good people.
What got you into radio? I'm going to dig a little deep if you're okay here.
No, you're fine. I was 16 years old. I wanted to learn audio engineering, and I figured what other better way than go to the radio station. There was a gentleman that was working there. He's probably about, 40 years old. I was 16 at the time. I told him I wanted to do this for a living, and he's like, okay, I'm going to take you under my wing, and I'm going to teach you. And that was it.
Is it everything you dreamt of?
Yeah, I think now that I'm in the position that I am in, because I took probably a 10-year hiatus almost. I mean, I did my own radio show on U92, which was dogemout.com, and we did MC battles and focused on the locals. But other than that, I was on this giant hiatus. And I would say that it eventually came to be
on
everything.
A hiatus? Why is
I was doing the Vans Warped Tour.
Okay.
I was so focused on my music. I was touring. Me and a buddy of mine, after the Vans Warped Tour, we set up our own tours. I did 235 city tours. Was just trying to put my music on the map. The radio came back into play because I had a couple kids, and I decided that I didn't want to go doing the touring anymore. Boom, I stayed here in Salt Lake. I had already established myself in the hip-hop game out here in the local scene, and just continued with it, and it led me back into the radio, being that recording rap artists all the time. I'm a producer, and as well, and that's actually my main thing is producing. That led me back over to the radio station because Cable 93, buddy of mine, Shotgun Jackson, was working there, and I dropped a CD off on him, a mixtape that I'd put together. He gave it to his boss. His boss gave me a call and said, hey, would you like a job? You're really good.
Yeah.
And I put the mixtape together in the style of a radio show, right? And that was it. That's what it was.
So if people are tuning into 94.9, like when can they find you on the air? Like when are you on?
So I am on 24/7. You can find me doing interviews with national artists. I'm the guy that's always down at, hey, what's up? This is Lamb. I'm down here at National Auto Plaza. I do all the live. Anything that's local and live, it's me.
Awesome. And you're involved with some other projects too. I mean, if you don't mind talking about Uprok, you were saying
Uprok Hip Hop Shop, located at 1594 South State.
Great local shop, by the way.
Man,
love you guys down there.
Thank you, bro. It's a crazy, awesome place, man. It's one of a kind, I would say. We offer. There's a b-boy dance floor. We have our own barber shop now. You can go get.
Is that open?
Yes.
Okay, I got to come down there and get a haircut.
Dude, come down there.
Is it like an old-fashioned type barber shop?
Yes.
A little, you know what I mean? A little more modernized, maybe, or
no? We kind of went with like a little old school flavor to it, if
sure.
you will, with the barber pole.
You guys do the straight razor shaves and all
Yes.
that, right?
Yep.
Oh man, maybe one day when I shave my beard off, I'll come down there and get a straight razor shave.
You should. The guy's really good, man.
Have you gotten one?
Yes, I've done a few of them with the guy. I mean, this one that I'm wearing right now is not his. His are better, trust me.
Yeah.
This is me at home with a razor.
Well, I've been following Uprok since it was just, down by about 4 South there
Right.
on the west side of the road. I can't remember the exact address, years
Yes.
ago. And then the new location, like I said, I've Street
So-
Jesus was on the podcast,
And the first owner was DJ Kel Rock. Shout out to my boy DJ Kel Rock. And
Yeah,
Dustin.
yeah.
And as a young man, I went into their shop. I was like 18 years old. And at the time, I wasn't doing so good in my life. And I went in there and I spit for like 12 hours straight, literally went in there and just rapped. When I was done at the end of the night, Kel Rock was like, I've never seen anybody do that ever again, ever in my life. Like, you should come do a show. I got the show coming up. And the show was, and this is like, what is this, like 15 years ago or something approximately? It was Atmosphere, which is Slug and I did.
Yeah.
And I had never heard of these guys, and these guys weren't on the scene like they are now, right?
Yeah.
And we had linked up, and that was my first show, man. It was the first, like,
And how many years ago was that? Was probably what? 15 years ago?
15 years ago. Yeah.
Wow. So you've been in Salt Lake for a while.
Yes.
You've come and gone. A little bit. Do you like what do you think of the direction it's going as a whole, as a city? Do you like? What do you think of Salt Lake City?
I think Salt Lake City on an overall, not just. Speaking on the music end of things.
Okay, well, let's talk music.
It's
Let's talk music. Then, hip hop. What do you think of the local hip hop?
It's getting better, man.
Yeah,
it's getting better and better. People are starting to network together, and it's coming together. I felt like what it was missing is now coming into play with the station 94.9. And what I mean by that is a platform for local artists to be able to be exposed on a level of almost like a national artist would be, right? So now that the radio station's there's a lot of local love that's put into this station because we realize what radio is. You know what I mean? And what it is you can grab Pandora. You can go grab YouTube. There's all these other options.
Well, you got
There's
podcasts. Yeah.
And what separates us? What makes us? Well, the
you're
fact
live.
that you can tune in and you can find out about what's going on with your traffic right here on your radio dial. You know what I mean? You can find out what's going on here in Salt Lake City, events that are going on, such as the Make It Loud Fest. You're not going to hear about that necessarily on your Pandora or your YouTube, right? So, they're tailoring these things nowadays, but that's what makes it what it is. And so if I can focus on things that, such as local artists, that the other things don't, unless it's them pushing it, this is an opportunity and a platform for artists. And so I see it growing the scene and giving them more opportunity already.
Absolutely. How did you get involved with the Make It Louder Festival?
So it's an Alt 1019 event. They had partnered up with the Make It Loud Fest.
True, yeah.
Alt 1019 is my sister station. I turned around to my promotion director and I was like, hey, my buddy Mac Lethal is going to be performing, and local friend Burnell Washburn, 2 hip-hop artists. I really think that I should go down there and put some representation, hang up some banner, and just be involved. I want to get my face out there, get the station out there. And
I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you sat down. Couple more questions. If you could change something about Salt Lake, doesn't even have to be music-wise, anything comes to mind. Is there anything you would change about the city or you would like to see different?
Wow, this is a strong statement, but I'll go ahead and say it. I would like to see church and government separated more.
I love it. Amen there. The truth. A lot lot of things recently,
Right.
that if those two would have been separated, we might have seen some change, and
Right. There's just certain things in my mind that it's not their call or jurisdiction, but yet it is what it is.
absolutely.
Welcome to Utah.
Favorite local eating spots? I love to chat local food, man.
You know what? I'm a big fan of Joni's Deli.
Oh my gosh, there's cheesesteaks, man.
Delicious.
1700 South, right? Not
yes.
far from Uprok.
Exactly.
Right around the corner, man.
Exactly. And another favorite spot, I'm a cheesesteak man, Moochie's.
Mochi's. Have you been to Watchtower Cafe? It's right there. I think it's right next door to Uprok, actually.
You know what?
The coffee shop, right? It's Coffee Connection, right?
Yeah, so the Coffee Connections. But it's, now what is it called?
Watchtower Cafe. Good friends of mine, Tui and Corey, own it. You got to check it out, man. Go over there
get the Caramel Sunrise.
Okay.
They call it something else. But yeah, that's what I get from them.
Great. I mean, right next door. I think it's right next door there to Uprok,
Yes, it is.
Isn't it, man? So go check them out. Tell them.
Do they got a Philly there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No Phillies. But hey, if anybody has any Philly cheesesteak recommendations, let this guy know.
Please.
How can people find? I mean, any way to find you,
Yeah, you can,
or listen to you, or let's run down that list real quick, and I'll let you go enjoy the rest of the festival here.
Check me out at 949thevibe.com. You can go there, listen to all my interviews with all these awesome artists. As well, you can find me on Facebook, Self-Expression Music.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man.
No problem. Thank you for letting me be on here. Appreciate you, man.
Awesome. What is your name?
Jase.
Jace. So Jace
Bennett.
What's the name of your company? Jaseboards.
Jaseboards. Yeah.
Excellent. And for listeners, what is Jaseboards?
So I drove into my buddy's driveway in Hawaii, snapped his longboard under my car tire. His son was crying that I'd broken his skateboard, so I made him a new one because I was too broke to buy him one. I didn't find that out till I went to a store. But went into the store, said no go, bought a bunch of wood, made him a board, gave it to him, and just loved making him that one board. Started making for more people. Just kept going.
What were you doing in Hawaii?
Just living.
You were just living out in Hawaii, and what brought you back to Utah then?
Shipping was crazy, and I had some connections back here. So I flew back here, tried to get him into some shops, get some connections going, and then just ended up staying for the last 2 years. And now we have a house in Heber, our warehouse in Linden, our skate park in Linden, and no intention of going anywhere anymore. So,
and how long ago was this? How long have you been doing it? You might have said. I
started it in 09.
09.
And then moved here in 2014.
Okay. So you have a skate park.
Yeah, indoor skate park in Linden.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. Mm-hmm. Open to the public?
Yep.
What do you know the address off the top of your head?
Yep.
I'm sure, right?
It's 230 South, 1250 West, Linden City.
And how big of a skate park is it? I mean, pretty big. I mean,
big enough. It's not huge. We'd love to double the size. Actually, we've got a goal to be able to double the size. But right now, it's got the only wood bowl in Utah. Arizona has one. California has some. Nevada doesn't. I don't think Colorado does still. So we've got the only legitimate wood bowl around. And so it took me 4 months to build that stupid thing.
What drives you to keep doing this? I mean, what motivates you?
I love it.
Do you?
I just love it. I love watching the guys skate in there. I actually just built 2 new features in our skate park yesterday. I walked in, grabbed a saw, and just started hacking away at some stuff, building new features, posted up online. A whole bunch of guys came in stoked to hit the new features and just watching. I guess it's progress.
Yeah.
Building stuff that's better this time than last time. Watching guys use that and get better this time than they were last time. And just seeing that progress excites me.
Are you pretty good with the skateboard yourself?
Not as good as my skaters.
I used to skateboard years ago. But now as I've gotten older, it's like I don't want to break a bone or end up in the hospital.
Yeah. Well, I've broken more bones snowboarding and soccer and actually no bones skateboarding.
Really?
Ever.
Never
one.
What's your worst injury snowboarding?
Pulling my right hand off.
Wow.
Like legitimately pulled on my glove off and my fingers were touching my elbow.
Yeah. So you snowboard.
Mm-hmm.
You get out quite a bit.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Like, do you have a favorite place to snowboard?
Living in Heber, snowbird was my favorite growing up here. I mean, I was a little snowbird rat.
Yeah.
But then living up in Heber, the canyons is just right there. Or Park City, I guess.
Yeah.
Park City's right there. So as many couple hours I can get away for the day, zip up there, take a couple runs, maybe a couple more if I don't want to go back to work. But
sure,
yeah.
Where would you like to see? I mean, the future of Jaseboards. Like, do you have like a 5-year plan, or where would you like to see this take you?
In the top 5 board sports companies in the U.S.
Yeah.
So we have our skate line, we have our longboard line. A lot of people don't like it when you skate and longboard, but kids, it's so much easier to get them longboarding. And then the kids that like it, we transition them into skateboarding, and then they're.
Well, I want to actually get into longboarding. I've my brother-in-law longboards, and I was just chatting with a friend recently who wants to get me out longboarding.
Yeah.
Where should I start? Where would be a good place? Get a board, I guess.
For your height,
I'm about 6'2".
Yeah, I'd get a longer board with a longer wheelbase. Because your center of gravity is a lot lower, so you're a lot more stable. And you can just cruise, and you won't worry about it. Come down to our booth here.
Okay.
And I'll put you on one, and you can start cruising around on it and see which one fits your style.
And I didn't mention, I'm not sure how I'm putting this podcast together. We're at the Make It Louder Festival.
Yes.
How did you get tied up with this? I mean, how did you even find out?
I don't know. I tried to look back through my emails and figure it out. I think,
how did I get here?
Yeah, it was a conversation that turned into an email, but I can't remember where the conversation with Mike Barclay was.
Yeah.
But it just turned into emails, turned into donating some stuff, turned into sponsoring, and then really supporting. And
it's a pretty cool festival,
it's
man.
Awesome.
What do you think of? Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Salt Lake City, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Anything that comes to mind, or not really?
I love it. Yeah, I love being here. I do. I don't know.
Do you have any favorite places to eat in the city? Any favorite restaurants?
I used to.
You used to?
But moving back, I can't remember anything now. I was, just out of high school when I moved out of here. Graduated from high school and moved. Left. Oh. But now that I'm back, I haven't been into Salt Lake as much as I would like to. So that's why we're here.
It's all good.
Reconnect, get in here.
It's all good. What do you have how can people find out more about your product? Do you have a website?
Instagram, stinking Snapchat that we were just talking about.
Yeah, we were just talking. And let's talk about Snapchat. I mean, that's been really good for your business, right?
Yeah, actually.
Because I'm trying to get more people into it. Mm-hmm. I think Snapchat's a great social media outlet.
It was hard to convince me in the beginning, but now, I mean, even just sitting here, putting a couple snaps out there, the different bands, I've had multiple people come up to me and say, Jase, thanks so much for snapping about this. I had no idea what was going on, and they're sitting out there jamming now, so it's convincing me even more.
What's your name on Snapchat?
Jaseboards.
So Jase boards, all one word.
Spelled like baseboards, but with a J instead of a B.
Okay. Website, jaseboards.com. Excellent. Yep. Instagram,
Jaseboards.
Awesome.
Yep. It's a weird enough name that I got to claim everything by that one name.
When you die,
yes.
What do you want written on your tombstone?
I love my kids, so Epic Dad.
Awesome.
That's what I want in the end.
I love it, man. Thank you so much.
Man.
Sitting down.
Yeah.
And chatting.
This is fun. This is good.
We're just doing speed interviews here. You know what I mean? Little chats.
That's my style, man.
Awesome.
Random and awesome. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Yes.
I had to get Derek from Olio.
How's it going, Chris?
Back on the podcast a little bit. I mean, as a sponsor of I Am Salt Lake podcast. What episode 200 that you were on when I chatted with you about all your products, the first time I brought you in, you shared your story. You've had some changes. You've had some new things in the world of Olio. I mean, do you want to Well, first of all, actually, before we get there, sorry, it's been a long day for me. We're at the Make It Louder Festival.
Yes.
So that's why it's a little noisy in here. I'm still not sure exactly how I'm going to piece these interviews together, little conversations. Wanted to let the listeners know. So it's nice to see you here.
Thank you, Chris.
And, wanted to catch up a little bit.
Good. I got to tell you, one of the biggest things that's happened to me since your podcast, I go around town and people know me as Mr. 200. Hey, Mr. Episode 200, what's up?
I find that hard to believe.
No, there's a few guys. A few of your past interviewers. We know who's who.
Really?
Zach Works.
Yeah.
He's number 89. We know this stuff.
Well, I used to memorize, literally be able to remember every episode that I did. But when you get over that 200 mark, it's like I can't remember every person.
And you're, what, 215, 230,
No. I just posted, at the time of this interview, I think I just posted, episode 222.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're starting to rack up. But, I was actually just showing Krissie I was going through all the episodes over the last almost 4 years of doing this, where it's just like, this has been my life for the past 4 years.
And how cool is it?
It's really cool,
it's
man.
So cool.
And I mean, even the friendships that I've been able to develop with people such as yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to talk, hop-infused beard oil.
Yeah,
I got to talk product a little bit here, man.
That's one of our newest products. We've taken our beard oil, our usual blend, and we've infused it in hops. Hops, if your listeners don't know, that's what they make beer out of. It's the green thing. It looks like a little nug. And we've infused it. We infuse it for 30 days. It pulls all those good proteins out of the hop, puts it in the beard oil. It smells very earthy, very green. The guys that are home brewers absolutely love it. But it makes for an incredibly soft beard because of the proteins, the collagen that we've pulled out of those hops. It's awesome.
What inspired that? Like, what made you decide, I'm going to make a beard oil out of hop? Like, where did that thought even come from?
There is one company on the East Coast who's making some skincare products out of hops. They're actually using the plants themselves and leaving them in, not necessarily just infusing. We started doing a little bit of research. We want to do some citrus infusions. We want to do some lavender infusions from our garden. Hops, that was a great place to start. I go to the beer store anyway.
And so you go to the beer store, you get the hops to put in the beard oil.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool stuff. I love it. The only thing I'm worried about, though, you said it's kind of a limited thing.
It's a limited thing right now. We did a first run of about 65, 70 bottles to see how it did. I'm down to about 10 bottles now, so I am working on my next infusion.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep the hops going. It's been very popular, so we'll keep it going.
You made me nervous when you said 10 bottles, and I'm like, people listening right now, are they going to be able to get it? Are they going to be able to try it?
Yes, we have more in the process of infusing as we speak. But not only hops, we're working on some lavender, some rosemary, and these aren't using the essential oils that we typically use to scent with. We're actually infusing our beard oil in these plant products to extract all of the good vitamins out of those plants.
Now, the beard wash,
was
that, I don't think you had that when you were on the episode with me the first time, were you?
We had a liquid beard wash.
That's right.
It didn't go over great, so we pulled it off the site.
I've started using it again. I kind of like, because I had a bottle of that, and then I had the thing, and I like the tingling feeling.
Tingling is a good thing, and that's our blend of essential oils.
Yeah.
That is coming back in our beard bar that we have. We're working on making that more of a tingly sensation. Also, we're coming out with a beard growth stimulator that's just loaded with all kinds of good essential oils. You want a cold, tingly feeling on your face? Well, we'll show you that once it comes out. It's
awesome. The beard wash, the bar, is great too.
Yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I mentioned the liquid, I mean, because I used both, but I was like, okay, because I had a bottle of the wash, the liquid.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try this a little bit more, give it a whirl. I love it. I love the beard bar is nice just because it's nice. It's right there in the shower, lathers up real nice.
The beard wash is a very, very good product, the liquid one. The problem we had is the general public likes to see something foam and get really foamy. That product did not foam. We are working on a product that will get that foamy feeling that will... And it does. The foam helps it spread a little bit easier. The foam is a little bit... more cleansing because it'll actually stick with the hair a little bit longer.
Sure.
So we are working on that, but it's all a process, and we're learning as we go what customers like and what customers don't like as well.
And speaking of that, the beard balm.
Yes.
There was a few mentions to. I didn't. It was you kind of redid it.
We did.
You redid it. And hopefully it's okay to talk about this.
Absolutely. We listen to our customers.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what the point I wanted to make here was that you guys will listen. So people listening right now that use the product, if there's something that maybe using, like, well, I wish we did this, or wish, maybe I have some input. I mean, I'm sure within reason.
You know what? If somebody goes onto our Facebook page and puts a 1-star review because there's a reason they are unhappy with something, we're all about making it right. We're all about making them happy. I want people to let us know. I want them to send me an email. Let me know if there's a scent they would prefer to have out there. We'll do it for them. We're local. We're small enough where we can actually make our customers as happy as we possibly can.
Sure.
So, a lot of people request sandalwood. Sandalwood is a very expensive essential oil, and it's not sustainably farmed overall at this point. So we're not using the sandalwoods that are requested a lot. So that's why we use a lot of the cedar wood. We're working on sourcing stuff like sandalwood, but that's one of the biggest requests we get is the actual sandalwood essential oil. Lately, we've heard a lot of patchouli. We want patchouli in some of the beard oils
it's a nice
and some of the skin.
Scent. I mean,
it is
as
a
much
nice
crap
scent.
as it gets, a bunch of hippies,
It blends very well with other scents as well.
I love it, yeah.
So we're working on some patchouli blends. We're constantly coming out with seasonal blends. So any of you guys out there, you want something new, send us an email, jump on Facebook, Instagram, let us know what you want.
Yeah.
This is how we develop our new products. We just listen to what people want.
Any other? I'm trying to think of other new products since you've been
We're
on.
coming out with a face serum, more for the ladies' under eye type of serum treatment, nighttime going to bed.
I'm sure Krissie will eat that
Krissie
up.
will love it.
She loves the coffee scrub and all the face. I don't have enough exposed face to wash.
One of the coolest things we've done lately is we've partnered up with Dented Brick Distillery. They're a new distiller out in South Salt Lake, and they're making rum right now. They're working on vodkas and whiskeys and all kinds of other stuff. They started with rum. We're making rum lip balms for them in their store. We're working on a rum beard oil for them right now.
A rum? Okay, you caught my attention here.
Yes.
Well, both the lip balm.
The lip balm.
Is that available now?
It's available at their store.
Only.
I'm working on getting it available for our website as well.
I need a tube. I mean, it was like in a tube.
It's a tin.
Right?
It's a little tin.
Okay.
A little half-ounce tin.
Well, you got to get me one.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
So then the rum beard oil.
The rum beard oil, that's in development right now. We're having a hard time. Alcohol dries the skin and the hair.
True.
That's opposite of what our company's all about.
True.
So we are working with Dented Brick and in our test kitchen to develop that, essentially reducing it so we're losing a lot of the alcohol and it becomes a very sweet smell. It's really cool.
Sure.
But it's a little more challenging to add that into a liquid product versus, a wax or a butter-based product like a lip balm.
Any idea when that you just kinda...
I would say probably about 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah. We're actually coming out with all new labels for our beard, tattoo products, our skin products. So we're kind of going through a little bit of a rebranding as well with our company for the new farmers market season. So people who are used to us will see that as well.
And I want to get into farmers market here in just a minute, but while we're on Dented Brick, how did you get teamed up with them?
A friend of ours from Indulgeets. Her name is Emily.
And they're here today.
She's here today at the Make It Loud Festival.
Well, maybe I'll get her up here on the, I don't know.
You should. She's a fantastic chef. She was trained in New York. Awesome stuff. She's friends with those guys. A lot of those guys came from High West Distilling up in Park City, and they're down working with Dented Brick now, and they're doing a fantastic job. They're all about the community. They're one of the sponsors of this show today. They're going to be sponsoring the Park City Sunday Market with us up in Park City as well this year. They've become involved in a lot of this local type stuff, which there's not a lot of the alcohol companies that are doing that right now. But Dented Brick is, and it's something we've kind of taken a liking to those guys, and they've done the same back to us. They're using our products. We're drinking their products, and it's working out great for everybody.
Well, and I think we talked about that when you were on the episode 200, was the community that is created for yourself, where everybody kind of tries everybody's product, and everybody, kind of recommends each other and has each other's back.
And we're using each other's ingredients.
The
so Projectionist Coffee Company up in Draper, we're using their coffee in our coffee scrub. The Beanhole Jed on the 21st and 21st area, we use his coffee in another product. Dented Brick, we're using their rum. There's so many collaborations we do. We do giveaways with companies on our website and on our Instagrams. It's all about bringing everybody together. We've seen our business increase. We've seen our friendships increase by becoming part of the local business community.
Sure.
And that's been very, very rewarding. We can walk into a restaurant downtown and see 3 people that we know and the owner behind the counter we know now.
It's
really cool.
It is. I mean, I've even with doing this podcast, the connections I made over the last few years. I mean, even yours and our friendship connections and I mean, I even think I reach out to you about the Make It Louder, right? I told you about this. I said, hey, Derek, you got to jump on this, man. And it's just great because if one person succeeds, the whole city succeeds. In my opinion, summer's right around the corner. You're gonna. I mean, do you want? Where are you going to be at? I want my listeners to come to you directly and come and buy your product from you at these markets.
Well, starting
come and say hello.
Absolutely. Yeah. Starting with Wednesdays, we'll be at the new Sugar House Farmers Market.
Where's that going to be?
It's at Fairmont Park. It's not in the same old parking lot that it has been for the last 2 years.
That's an interesting park for it, though.
It is an interesting park. There's a lot of beautiful big trees. They've done a remodel on the park. They're going to have some local bars coming in and doing farmers market ingredient cocktails.
Okay.
Whole new group of people running it. So I think it's going to be really nice. It's going to be a big thing on Wednesday nights. It goes from 5 to 8. It's not a real long night, but it's centered around families. It's going to be centered around food, produce, lots of seating areas to come and grab some barbecue, come and grab a fire and slice pizza, and, hang out at the farmers market. They always bring in great bands, great entertainment. So that's our Wednesday nights.
And that starts approximately...
That starts, I believe, June 8th. It's the second Wednesday in June, I believe that one starts.
Any idea how long that goes?
That goes until the end of October.
So, okay. So pretty much like a full farmer's market season.
Full farmer's market season, but only midweek. And then Saturdays will be at the downtown farmers market.
Pioneer Park.
And also Holiday City has a new farmers market. We'll be up there. So we'll be having 2 booths set up on Saturdays.
So you're going to have to hire employees.
Jen and I will be splitting up on Saturdays. I'll be doing downtown. She'll be doing Holiday.
Okay, so you're going to be downtown, right?
Yeah.
That's my neck of the woods. So I'll come over and
Definitely.
say hello.
And then on Sundays, we have Wheeler Farm, which is our home market, run by the Wasatch Front Farmers Market Group. They do a great job. The market has grown every year, and it's a great crowd on Sundays. And then we'll also be doing the Park Silly Sunday Market, which is going to be a big, giant beast for us.
Have you done the Park Silly?
We have never done the Park Silly Market.
It's a rough one.
It's a rough one. It's a long day.
That's what I meant. Where it's the long day because of getting in and out of there as a vendor.
Getting in and out, and the markets typically end between 2 and 3. Park Silly ends at 5 p.m. So it's a full day.
But it's a fun one.
And it's a fun day. And I've got to tell you, the people who organize the Park Silly market up there, they're fun people, but they're down to business. They know what they're doing. They're organized. They have their rules, but they are fun people, and we're very, very excited to be part of it this year.
I'll come up and visit you there, man.
Definitely do. And I got to plug Craft Lake City.
Of course.
We just got our acceptance letter for Craft Lake City, so we're very, very excited to...
Do you know the dates on that one off the top of your head?
It's in August. I don't know the dates off the top of my head.
I know it's 2 days.
It is.
And it's actually
3 days this year.
Or is it 3 days this year?
3 days this year.
Is it going to be here at the Gallivan? You don't probably...
I think it is at Gallivan.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if there'd be another place that would really fit well.
Jennifer does a lot of our scheduling, so that's why I'm a little clueless on exact dates.
So you have a full summer.
We have a very full
summer. No vacations?
Nothing planned in summer. We might try to do something in November.
Well, that's how it was. When I used to be heavily involved with the markets, that's how it was. Summertime, you worked.
And then we go straight into the Christmas and holiday markets.
True.
We have about a week or 2 off in November, and then we go straight into our holiday markets. And then come, February, March, April, that's our downtime. So we fill our time with distributing to barbershops, some salons. We're in a couple of stores now.
You're in you might be in a handful, but one that I can think of off the top of my head, there's a new barbershop that you just got into. Well, I don't know if it's a new barbershop. Right on Broadway there.
They're not new. It's Garrett Michael.
Okay.
They're awesome. If you have a beard and you're looking for a beard trim, you've got about 4 to 5 big, burly, bearded barbers to choose from down there. And they know what they're doing with beards.
I go to a different place. A girl trims my beard, but I would like to try a nice beard.
It's always worth a shot, I don't stick with one barber
Hopefully
either.
she's not listening to this. You know what I mean? Is like I'm not trying to be a trader.
I have barbers that we sell to all over the valley, and the best beard trim is my wife.
Really?
She trims my beard better than anybody else.
Well, she does a good job.
She does a great
your
job.
beard looks great.
Yeah.
I wish you grew it a little longer.
I'm working on it.
Have you? What's the longest you've grown? I might have asked this on.
This is probably about the longest.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I always worked corporate jobs.
True. Well, you don't.
Most of them I was not allowed to grow a beard.
Now.
I couldn't really grow a beard worth even mentioning until I was 40, and I'm only 42 now.
Yeah.
So the beard for me, since we became, in the beard oil business, is somewhat newer for me in the last 3 years. It's about 3 years old. Compared to yours, which is probably much older than my beard.
No.
And then I have a little bad twisty habit, so, trying to keep it short, trying to, do my thing. It's...
when you have a little gray, I'm jealous of the gray. I wish I had a little gray in my beard.
There's nothing like a good-looking multicolored beard.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great, man.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of a guy when he has some gray in his beard.
Yep.
But let's... websites and stuff. I mean, most people should know it by now. I've talked about it on the podcast, but
you can find us at olioskin.com, and on our homepage, you'll have a list of all the markets we'll be in the next week or two. You'll have the list of the barbershops and the stores you can find our products in and what products they're carrying. And follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We put up coupon codes every once in a while, and free shipping on our website all the time. And we developed a discount code the last time I was on your show.
Yeah.
If you put in I Am Salt Lake at checkout, you'll get 25% off. And that coupon code is good through the end of July. So
well, there we go. Keep
use
on
it and abuse it.
Use it. And like I said, I mean, if there's any time that you wanted to try this, try, especially, with the coupon code. But I can't urge the listeners enough. Come and check you out at a farmer's market. Because you have the testers out there, right? People can try the product, and talk about it a little bit.
Beard stuff tends to overshadow everything, but we do skincare, salt scrubs, coffee scrubs, skin oils, hair oils, shave soaps, shaving products, custom wood shaving sets that are made from reclaimed Utah residential trees, all kinds of fun stuff.
Anything else you want to add before I cut you out of here, Derek?
Chris, we appreciate you, what you're doing for the city and your podcast, and I've loved getting to know you and Krissie. It's been a good time.
Well, thank you, man. I've enjoyed getting to know you and Jen as well.
Very cool.
So thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. What a bunch of fun conversations there again with Jase from Jaseboards, Lamb from 94.9, and Derek from Olio returned to the podcast. It was nice being able to catch up with Derek. Like he said, he was on episode 200, so it was nice to find out kind of what Olio's been up to. You can find the links at iamsaltlake.com/229, all the links that we talked about. I'll try to get them right up there on the website. As well as, feel free to kind of snoop around the website while you're there.
It's okay to stalk a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, all the episodes are up there. We're trying to get some blog posts up there of some of the recent events that we've been at, some photos that we've taken at these events, all at iamsaltlake.com, as well as you can subscribe right there.
Yeah. Yep, you can subscribe to the podcast.
iTunes, Stitcher Radio. We're also now on Google Play, so all the Android listeners can quit complaining and say, "Oh, everybody with iTunes, you guys are the only ones who can listen to podcasts." And
now you have no excuse, guys.
So make sure to subscribe to the podcast. That way you don't miss a single episode as we continue the journey here in Salt Lake City and chat with people here in Salt Lake City. I want to talk about the GoFundMe that we have going on. Like I said, we mentioned it. If you're following us on social media, we're trying to raise money for equipment. We're trying to raise money to further better the podcast. Both Krissie and myself, we're kind of taking money out of our own pockets and keeping the podcast alive. And this is kind of your way as a community to help fund the podcast. As little as $1, $5, $10. And we have some great rewards that I want to mention. Some of the sponsors. Some people that, they donated a little bit more, and so it kind of made them a sponsor of the podcast. I want to mention Aaron Clements. He does Jewelry by You. You can find his site, jewelrybyyou.com. I want to thank him for the donation. I want to thank Tara Norton for the donation. And I want to thank Alan Martindale from the Dog and Deuce Show. Dog and Deuce podcast. Check it out. Another great local sports podcast, doganddeuce.com. And I want to thank Nicholas Don Smith, local comedian, friend of the show.
Awesome, dude.
For sponsoring this episode of the podcast. And let's see, what the GoFundMe, you can find that. Go to iamsaltlake.com/GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm. And seriously, thanks to everyone. I mean, literally today while we were setting up, some of our equipment is just totally dead.
Yeah, one of the microphone stands. And, I know it's not a lot to some people. Some people are like, oh, it's just a microphone stand. Shit starts to add up.
Oh, yeah.
It really
Big
does.
time.
And we want to keep moving forward. We have a lot of plans. I know we want to print some T-shirts, finally, some T-shirts that you can buy locally.
Yeah.
And we can't get there without your support.
We really can't.
Check out the GoFundMe. I know Krissie made a banner at iamsaltlake.com. If you just click in iamsaltlake.com, you'll see it up top there. You can click on over to there. So, but I want to talk about Palette.
Oh, man.
We went there this past Wednesday night.
So good.
Neither of us have eaten there.
Good.
Neither of us have eaten
no,
there.
I'd never even really seen it. It's kind of easy to pass by.
It's kind of hidden right there next to the Rose Establishment. Great coffee shop, by the way. And but we went there. We got some food. Do you remember what you got? I think you got...
Oh, man, it was like wild boar.
Yeah, it was some wild boar with some kind of pasta.
On orzo pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
And then I got some kind of chicken... gosh, I wish I would have remembered the names, but it was great.
Like these amazing appetizer. There was a whole beet plate with all different kinds of beets.
We actually met up with Tara Norton.
We did.
Yeah, so we had a great conversation and got to meet up with her and chat about some different possibilities with the podcast.
Yeah.
Some ideas that she had. So it was a great evening.
It was
Go
really
check
fun.
out Palette right there on 400 West. I don't know the exact address. I'm sorry to be recording this and not know.
That's why we have Google. Google is our friend.
But and then
check it out.
Saturday, you and I spent quite a few hours at the downtown farmers market.
Oh man, we were there for a while. It was so much fun.
Got a little bit heat exhausted, in my opinion, but
got some sunburn. I always like a good sunburn.
I work my day job every other Saturday, so I'm only able to really go there and spend time there every other week. So this is the second week of the downtown farmers market at Pioneer Park.
It was a lot nicer than the first week, but even the first week, it did not make people go not come.
Yeah, well,
it was rainy.
I think the rainy kind of made it.
It was a little bit rainy.
It
was cooler,
and so it made it a little more tolerable.
But it was still so great. So many people still came out because it's such a great place to go.
It really is. Go head there. I mean, I'm surprised still on the amount of people that do not know about the downtown farmers market, even though this is the 25th year of the market going on here in downtown Salt Lake City. But it's right there at Pioneer Park, right, basically, let's just say the corner of 400 South and 300 West. It's that block right there. If you're new to Salt Lake, head on down there. It's 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday. It's going to go in through October. I don't know the exact date that it ends, so I apologize on that. But head on over there. There's a lot of vendors there have actually been on previous episodes of the podcast.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of how the podcast was born, right?
It was actually. As I was, it started there. I saw the people there, the different vendors and the creators, the artists making their products, and I was like, I wanted to do a podcast and I wanted to find out their stories, and so thus I Am Salt Lake born 4 years ago, almost 4 years. Almost 4 years this summer.
I know.
Well, I mean,
we need to have a party.
It is 4 years this summer.
Yeah.
The end of August is the 4-year anniversary of I Am Salt Lake. So, you mentioned we need to have a party.
Oh, yeah.
That's still in the works, but make sure you're following us on Facebook. I Am Salt Lake on Facebook, Twitter, I Am Salt Lake, all the social media outlets. We will definitely let you know when we're having a party.
Yeah.
For that, and some I know we got some different things up our sleeve as well. We'd like to do more live podcast recording like we did in this episode at the Make It Louder Festival. We'd like to do more of that, I know.
Yeah, there's something so great about just getting the energy of local places.
Well, it is, and that's kind of what it's the idea of this podcast starting. So if you're doing a live event, get in touch with Krissie or myself. You can even email myself, Chris at iamsaltlake.com.
Or Krissie at iamsaltlake.com.
And that's Krissie with a K.
It's KRISSIE, so good luck remembering that.
We also have a voicemail, 202-5926. I know I don't give that out enough on the podcast, but feel free to text or call that. Nobody will ever pick that up. So feel free to reach out to us that way. Anything else we need to mention, Krissie, on this episode before we let them go and before we let the people enjoy the rest of their dinner?
I'd say just get out and support local businesses out here.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's
lot. So many.
In summertime.
And they're talented people.
They really, really are. So, again, I want to thank Krissie for joining the I Am Salt Lake team.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun having you here, somebody to talk to.
We get to sit around and daydream together.
Yeah, a lot going on. So, again, connect on social media, call the voicemail, website's iamsaltlake.com. We're everywhere. And you get out, enjoy your week. It's going to be a beautiful one here in Salt Lake City. And we'll catch you again next time. Bye now.